Tells the story of a 25-year-old woman who lived alone in a bedsit at Tunbridge Wells in Kent. Wendy Knell was murdered there one Monday night in June. What's especially tragic about this case is that several people had seen prowlers in the district, but they hadn't reported them to the police. And there's a mystery about Wendy that maybe you can solve. The date is Monday, June the 22nd. Number 14, Guildford Road in Tunbridge Wells that Monday morning. At 8:30, as usual, Wendy Knell left her bedsit for her 15-minute walk to work.
Right. All you've got to do is check the prices on them and put them into the calculator.
Wendy was manageress of Super Snaps in Camden Road. That Monday, a new assistant had started, and Wendy took her through the routine.
Make sure they've got K34 on all of them.
And what's that?
That's the shop number.
Right.
Put them in alphabetical order, and then into the main trays.
Wendy was good at her job and happy there, friendly and efficient, and popular with all the staff.
All right. Yeah. Call me if you need me.
Okay then.
Wendy visited a customer, then at about 1:15, went to her bank and building society. Did she meet anyone else? After work, at 6 o'clock, Wendy went home to collect some laundry. Her bedsit was tiny and run down. In fact, she disliked it so much she rarely allowed anyone to visit, and she spent very little time there. When she left the window open. In fact, it wouldn't close because the latch had been painted over. There was easy access to the back of her house, which was divided into 9 small bedsits. Her ground floor room backed onto a poorly lit alleyway. There'd been several nighttime prowlers and peeping toms, and 24 hours earlier there'd been a strange incident at a house less than 50 yards away. A 19-year-old was alone in her second-floor flat on that Sunday evening.
Yes?
You shouldn't leave your window open, especially in the bedroom.
This is a Crimewatch video fit of the man, compiled by the witness. By 8 o'clock on the Monday evening, Wendy was finishing her washing in the Rustall laundrette, a couple of miles from her home.
Fred Astaire is dead.
Wendy's boyfriend, Ian, lived close by with his mother, and for the rest of the evening, the three of them watched TV together.
Army missiles which could have got into the hands of Ulster extremists. 4 men.
10:30, back in the alleyway behind Guildford Road. Someone who lived in the same house as Wendy saw a man trying to peep through a window in the house directly opposite. The prowler watched for some minutes before he was disturbed. The police weren't called. Three-quarters of an hour later, at 11:15, Wendy was taken home by her boyfriend, Ian. Wendy died from a blow to the head sometime before 5 a.m. Local residents recalled 2 events that night. At 12:30, a peeping Tom was spotted outside a house in nearby Grove Hill Road. And at 1:10 in Guildford Road, neighbours remember a car, possibly a blue Talbot Horizon, having difficulty starting outside Wendy's house.
At 12 o'clock, BBC Radio Kent News with Michael Bath. Police today issued a fresh appeal for witnesses following the murder of the Tunbridge Wells shop manageress Wendy Knell earlier this week. Wendy, who was 25, was found battered to death in her bedsit in Guildford Road.
2 days after Wendy's death, a new witness, a local shopkeeper, came forward with evidence which opened a whole new line of inquiry. Bits and Pieces is a second-hand goods shop specialising in collector's items. The owner believes Wendy was a regular visitor.
Oh, hello.
Hello.
Come for your train, then?
Yes.
Over a period of 9 months, Wendy had visited the shop about once a fortnight, always to buy or look at model trains.
That'll be £4, then. Thank you very much.
How much are those trains up there?
Those are green ones?
Yes.
About £20.
Right. I'll come back for those.
Oh, righto.
Assuming it was Wendy, none of the trains she bought has ever been found. Wendy didn't keep them for herself, so to whom did she give them? The man in charge of seeking Wendy's killer is Richard Rickson. Was that Wendy?
Well, I want to be sure that the customer was Wendy Knell, and I would appeal to any viewer who recognises herself in that reconstruction to ring us tonight. If it was Wendy, then what was she doing with the trains? Who did she buy them for? Where are they now?
Now, she was in the habit of buying carriages, not locomotives. They were all 00 gauge, or their continental equivalent.
Yes, all Triang or Hornby make, and over a period of 9 months she bought perhaps a dozen of them. She purchased this model on the Friday before she died. It's a Fleischmann make. It's a German carriage, identical in every respect to this one apart from the colour. The one she bought was a single colour maroon.
Now, I gather that several things are missing from her flat, in particular her diary and her keys. Her diary, of course, would have her name in it, Wendy Knell. The keys are quite distinctive. This key ring is
yes,
very odd.
The key fobs she brought back from a recent holiday in Austria, and we certainly know that the brass Woman of the Year tag was attached to the key ring, as were the 2 keys you see in these.
Now, was her killer, do you think, someone she knew, or was this an opportunist crime? Do you know?
Well, I'm hoping that a telephone call tonight will answer that question for us.
The man who went to that woman's house nearby the night before and said, "You shouldn't keep your window open," a very odd thing
Very
to do.
strange
We've got a
incident.
video fed of him. Perhaps you could describe him to us.
Yes, that man is in his mid-20s. He's over 6 foot tall and very thinly built. He's got short, dark hair and a tidy moustache.
And that was about 6:30 on Sunday the 21st. Now, obviously, if that man is entirely innocent of the murder, he would do well to call you and
Yes,
say
he
so.
would. It's essential that we trace that man.
Right. Also, that car, that blue or possibly blue or greyish car that was outside her house about 1 o'clock on the morning that she died. Again, that might be entirely innocent. Whoever was driving a car away from Guildford Street in Tunbridge Wells that night ought to come forward.
Yes, we need to eliminate that. It was a light blue or grey Talbot Horizon. It left Guildford Road. Did anybody see it leaving Guildford Road? Or did you see it arrive near where you live sometime in the early hours of Tuesday, the 23rd of June this year?
Superintendent Rickson, thank you very much. Please do call us if you can help. It's terribly important. Call right now. Here's the number, 01811 8055. That's 01811 8055. Or you can dial the incident room at Tunbridge Wells. That's Tunbridge Wells 511 055. The code for Tunbridge Wells is 0892 511 055.